my fellow YouTubers. I hope you're all having a great Saturday night. So, tonight I'm going to do another movie review, and I thought I'd make this one interesting. I am going to do the High School Musical franchise. How exciting is that? And I know there's lots of people who love High School Musical, me included. So, yeah, and here I go. So, I will tell you how it all started. So, High School Musical came out when I was a teenager. I was 16 years old when that movie came out. Yeah. So, when I was in high school, um, my classmates and I had a movie day. Like, once in a while we have movie days. And one of my classmates brought in High School Musical. And yeah, she got me into it, and I fell in love with it. I also like the music too. Um, I think my most favorite song is We're All in This Together. I love that song, one of my favorites. And one of my cousins got me into it too, but it was more my friend that got me into it. Well, my friend in high school. And yeah, I I love the music, I love the story. It reminds me of Grease, but in our generation. Like Troy's Danny and Gabriella Sandy. So, yeah. Anyhow, and the second one is okay, but it's not a High School Musical without a high school. But they still make it a musical, but in the summertime. So, that could work. Yeah. The third one, oh my gosh. I loved the third one. I remember, yes, it was my last year in high school. I was 18 at the time. So, my high school friend and I went to see High School Musical 3 senior year. And I remember, as as you know, I remember when the theater was packed. It was on a weekend. And it was like going to Hollywood for a movie premiere. It was packed. Sorry, my stuttering. So, anyhow, I apologize for that. So, it was like you're in Hollywood and you're seeing a movie premiere. Like, how crazy was that? I was wearing high heels that day. Well, and I was pretty excited to see the third High School Musical. And it was the first one that came out in theaters. So that's what made it exciting. And all I remember is once the movie started, everyone in the audience cheered, myself included. And when Zac Efron appeared, everyone cheered again, me included. Uh, it was a fun time. And the ending hit me though. Like, they're all graduating high school and they're all like singing their final song. And then the part when the High School Musical sign comes down and they're all doing their final curtain call. Ugh, that got me emotional. It hit me because it was my last year at Branson Centennial, and I was gonna miss, you know, my good friend, and because we were friends for a long time. Well, I wouldn't say a long time. I mean, I was 16 when she first went to BCSS, and we became good friends, and then we were realizing that I was leaving a school that I started. So yeah, but it was a great day, even though the theater was packed. But you have those memories. You have the memories when you listen to their music. you have the memories when you first liked it. Yeah. So, my favorite High School Musicals movies in order. First, the first one would be number one because that was when, I started falling in love with it. Number two would be the third one because it was you know, the first movie in the franchise that came out in theaters. And I still have those memories when I went to see it. The second one was okay. Not the greatest, but it was good. At least they still made it a musical, even though it wasn't in a high school. So yeah. Yeah, even I myself had a crush on Zac Efron. I thought he was cute when he played Troy. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. And sometimes, I pretend like I'm the character in a movie he's playing. I'm sure a lot of people, girls or boys, imagine a character when they have a celebrity crush, if it's a actor or an actress. Come on. I'm sure a lot of people do that. Myself too. But it's okay. Yeah. Like, and I do like Ashley Tisdale when she played Sharpay Evans. Like, she was, the main villain in the movie. She wasn't, she was a bit mean in the first one. And second, still the same. But the third, she was worse. She was meaner in the third one. Yeah. But what's a Disney movie when there's no villain, right? Well, I would say the attitude she had. Like, it was more like, oh, I want to be the big shot. No one can steal my spot. Like, her attitude's more like, I want to be the star in a play or a musical. Only me, nobody else. Oh, trust me, that happens in real life too. So, yeah, these kinds of movies teach us a lesson. Excuse me. Yeah. It and I remember the time when I was 17. Yes, I was 17. Hiccup, 1 second. Yeah. It was around Christmas time, I believe. Yeah. One of my cousins mentioned that she was going to see a High School Musical on ice. Well, it was called High School Musical The Ice Tour, but same thing. Anyhow. And I was like, oh, you're so lucky. I wish I could go see it. But by the time it was midnight, we were opening our Christmas presents. I opened one of my Christmas cards from one of my aunts. And by the time I opened it, the ticket was in it. I was so excited when I got that ticket as a Christmas gift. And trust me, I said thank you really big to one of my aunts. Yeah, it was a fun experience. That was my first Disney on Ice show. I still have pictures from it. Sorry, it's my sinus injection. That's why my voice is froggy. But don't worry. I'm still okay. And I can still do this video. So yeah, it was the funnest experience I've ever had. We all got to sing along to the songs. We all took pictures. And we got to do other things too. Yeah. It was during the Christmas holidays. I went to see High School Musical on Ice. Yeah. Oh man, it was so much fun. Yeah. So, I know I still, once in a while watch the movies, just to think about those good memories. And once in a while I listen to the music. And yeah, I still remember those good times. Like, some of the songs from the second one's good. I think I would say I have most likely all of their songs on my iPod, and I would listen to them once in a while, just to make me smile to remember those times. So yeah, and I gotta tell ya, like, I know a lot of people, you know, a lot of people will listen to, The Boys Are Back or Now or Never. That's okay. I still listen to the music. And yeah, I still talk about it with my friends. Sometimes I talk about it with some of my family members. And as a Disney fan, I'm still gonna love it. And not just High School Musical. I'm still gonna love all the Disney movies I have. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if anyone tells me I'm too old for Disney or this movie's for kids. No, it's not. And I'm never too old for Disney. Like, I get that, not everybody has to like the same things, but at least, be respectful about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, like, it's not even worth, crying over glass milk about it. Like, if you still love High School Musical, great. You still want to enjoy listening to the music, do it. If you still want to watch the movies, go for it. Go for it. It's a free country. Once in a while, I'll watch it, and once in a while, I'll listen to their music when I feel like I'm in the mood for it. Yeah, they're always gonna have well, you're always gonna have those good memories. Like, even me. Yeah. Even the time when I had I had the shirt. I wore it a few times. And I think my sister did too. That's alright. Like, she calls it musical high school. Same thing, High School Musical, but she said it backwards. But no big deal. High School Musical is more my my kind of thing. And oh my gosh, I I hope you all remember the scene when Troy and Gabriella were singing "Can I Have This Dance?" and they're on the rooftop of the school, and while they were dancing, the rain was coming down. Oh, that scene was beautiful. Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that scene. Yeah, oh my gosh. I remember that scene. I'm sure a lot of you people remember it too. When Troy and Chad were taking Rocket Man's and his friend. I can't remember what his friend's name was, but I remember, they were all in the change room and Troy and Chad took their clothes and they were chasing them all over the school, and they ended up in the auditorium or theater. Yeah. Oh my god, that scene was pretty funny. Yeah. And I know Nicole and I, which was the one that got me into High School Musical. We were talking, and then she had, like, those magazines that you get at the movie theaters. Yeah, and it showed the scene where Troy and Gabriella were singing "Can I Have This Dance?" And she's like, "Don't leave." And I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, Nicole, but I'm leaving with High School Musical." And she's squeezing my hand. Yeah, that's why it was hitting me, because it was my last year there, and I was going to another school in September. Yeah, that's why the ending made me cry, because I knew that I was going to leave the school I grew up in. Yeah. I mean, I do miss it. Like, but I don't miss it as much like when I first started high school. Like, I liked it at the beginning, but towards the end, it was more like I can't wait to get out of there. But I was missing some of my good friends, and some of my other classmates, not so much. But anyhow, I was really glad that High School Musical came out in my teen years. Yeah, and I even have the Wii game, well, the Sing It game. And I have two DS games of High School Musical. One's High School Musical Making the Cut, and one's High School Musical 3. And yeah, I'm not quite sure if they did High School Musical on stage. If they did, I can't remember. But it would be cool to see on stage. Like, what would East High be on stage if they performed it in Toronto? How would they make East High? Like, that's what's getting me curious. And yeah, how would they make the auditorium or the gym? Yeah, other people have ways to be creative, but it would have been cool to see on stage. Yeah, but anyhow, I don't really remember if they did. Maybe they did, but I knew they made the movies, but that's okay. Maybe I'll check it out later. Anyhow, so yeah, and me and Nicole and one of my cousins would sing, would play Sing It, and we would sing the songs from the movie. And yeah, it was a really fun time for me. And I just, think about the times when, I see it in the theaters, or when I first, you know, watched it on Disney Channel. Well, it's Disney Channel in the States, but in Canada it's Family Channel. Same thing, but it's called a different channel. Yeah. So I would say, if, like, with the music, my most favorite songs are We're All in This Together, Stick to the Status Quo, very catchy. What other ones do I like? What Time Is It? Fabulous, All for One, Now or Never, Can I Have This Dance? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say I like most likely all of them. Because, it's just hard to decide which one I like the best. So I'm gonna say all of them. Yeah. So, anyhow, so let me know what you guys think of this review on the High School Musical franchise. Leave a comment below. And if you have any suggestions on what movie review I should do next, comment below. So I hope you all had a great night. And good night!